Yeah, that was a lovely setup by our production guy E.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test.
Shout out to Lobby Studios, BK. And yes, bro, the boys are back. The team.
That ain't ass cheeks.
I know, bro. Like, Eastern Conference champions, my guy.
Yes. It's crazy we talking about this, bro. As you were just saying, it's June. Today is currently June 2nd.
Yeah.
And we are talking about the
Knicks play
Knicks
basketball
in the finals. We ain't talking about the draft. We ain't talking about who we should get. Even though I still think we should get Giannis. Giannis.
Niggas not on Tankathon.
Yeah, Giannis. Just learn to shoot. But we ain't talking about who to trade. We're not talking about, again, the draft. We're not talking about free agent signings yet. None of that yet, at least,
Or watching somebody else.
Right. We're not watching somebody else, son. That trophy gonna be at Madison Square Garden on the floor on the wood. That shit gonna be fire. Yo, game 3, I don't think Wemby even know where he gonna be at. Like game 3, when he walk in that building, nigga, and they announcing the starting lineups and he hear the noise, or it's game 3, nigga, and you
it's not even just the arena, because they gotta take the bus in the city. And New York is kind of lit right now, especially for the finals.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
But
I'm talking about when he in the real deal, when he in the fucking pit, nigga, when he in the garden and the crowd is going insane. Yo, I believe in spirituality, and they talk about home court advantage for a reason, because it's a real thing. You ever been tired and somebody just maybe cheering you on, and all of a sudden you got that burst of energy? That's gonna be the fucking garden, nigga. Game 3 next Sunday. I wish I could afford to be there. Boy, it's going to be insane in there.
I think you put that shit on Klarna. It's like a band per payment.
Price is insane, bro. Oh, I see why Dolan never sold his team. I can see why. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what people, because they knew if it was good, it's a moneymaker. They always trying to trick him out of his spot. But he was like, I know better. I know what I have. And he has courtside seats to the finals free of charge. But yeah, bro, our New York Knicks are in the finals. It was playoffs, started against the Hawks. It was a little first 3 games, people was ready to push the panic button. And then from game 4 till now, which I don't even know when game 4 was in Atlanta, but they have not lost a game since
then. What is that? That's 10 games straight.
11. It's 11, but almost a month, bro.
11 games straight. I don't know what was said. We were talking before, and as I was saying before, I don't know what was said in the locker room. Obviously, the adjustment was to make Cat the hub, and he was more of a facilitator. But jobs were on the line when the Knicks were down. What was it? 1-2, 2-1 against the Hawks. Jobs were on the line. Mike Brown job was on. Everybody was safe except Brunson. Pretty much. So again, I don't know what was said. But goddamn, did I watch some good basketball since that fucking game? The Knicks look unstoppable, bro. Everybody's doing their job. Everybody. Cat not getting into foul trouble. He's playing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's not forcing anything. Brunson being Brunson. OG, Ogugua, my nigga OG Anunoby, bro. Yo, Mikal Bridges. Mikael. Son, thank you. That's all I've been asking for, son. That's all I've been asking for. Attack the basket. He's been attacking the basket. I couldn't believe my eyes. Mikal Bridges attacking the basket.
It's not even also attacking the basket. Remember, I texted you a few months. I was talking about efficiency. And if you look at his stats, he's
super
7 for 11, 11 for 14.
That nigga is wearing tighty whities and a cape right now, son. Superman right now, son. Just doing it all. Doing it all. I think we can see the body language in the Knicks. I think they know it's time. I think they know what's at stake. I think they know the window they have, the time they don't have. And I think they're trying to take advantage of this opportunity with the East being the East.
Yeah, you in the finals now, but it doesn't mean you'll be in the finals next year or the year after.
You here, go for that shit. And I think you can see it in Shamit. Shout out to fucking Landry Shamit. Pause. It's crazy. But that nigga been wilding, son. He's been wild.
Son,
he's been
on the 1-3 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
If we could get him and McBride to, even if they go You take this game, I'll take this game. If not, both of them just play well during the same game. We need it. Those threes off the bench are huge.
No, those are huge. Those are like any three not scored by Brunson or Cat or Mikel or OG. Like bench threes is huge.
Yes,
because that's another three that the other team has to match.
Yes. Mitchell Robinson. I heard it's a hand injury. I'm not. So I watched that video with the doctor, Asian doctor, and he was explaining it's actually a hand injury more than actually just pinky. So hopefully that's something you actually could play through. You know, I damaged my pinky too very badly. Playing basketball, same way. You could cast it up. It's going to be very sore. But being that they announced it when they announced it, he had got the surgery. He won't be ready. Obviously, 100%.
Yeah, he won't be 100%.
But he'll be playable. And that's better than him being out, so I'll take it. He's crucial for us. I think two things are vitally important, and it's just Cat and Mitch. They are vitally important. They are everything for us because we have wings, we have guards. We don't have backup bigs.
Yeah, we don't have any.
I do not want to see Ariel Hukporti touch that floor at all. And if we see Ariel Hukporti touch the floor, that means something is wrong. So I need Cat to stay on the floor, stay poised, be smart. It is time, son. It is time. Like they said, 4 games. One game at a motherfucking time. If they can handle business, I think the Knicks going to be all right.
Nah, I think so too, man. With the 11-game winning streak, did you have any favorite games during this streak?
Hawks was cool, that series. I didn't have a favorite game from that series. It would have to be the Cleveland. That
game one?
That game one.
The comeback?
Coming back from 22, 8 minutes and change left on the clock, and everybody just on a heater.
Nah, high-key, bro, I thought they was dead in the water, bro.
Garden effect, man.
Like
the Garden effect finally in our favor. Finally, the basketball gods. I think they're just rewarding us, son. It's been time. It's time, son. It's games that just they're unexplainable. It's time, bro.
Yeah, 22 with like 8 minutes to play. Like I said, I thought it was
again
clips.
Down 2-1 in the series against the Hawks, and then just to go on the winning streak they've been on, the dominance, bro. It's not even like they blowing teams out, bro. They really killing teams, like spanking them niggas. Like, son, I really can't believe what I'm watching. I knew the Knicks were always capable of this type of play and us, getting to this point, we saw the potential, but to see it actually, this is reality. Yo, I'm flabbergasted.
But I think the best thing in that we're seeing that it's true in all sports, you want to be playing your best when it matters the most in the playoff times. Like in baseball, they play 162 games. You don't really want to be playing your best baseball in like July, September, because the playoff starts in October. You know what I mean? So I'm to your point. I'm glad that we're getting the best version of these Knicks
now
when it matters the fucking most.
When else? Oh my God, son! Like perfect timing, man. Shout out to Mike Brown. Shout out to adjustments he made. Again, his ass was on the hot seat.
True.
You know,
my fault. I do want to say I do have maybe 3 games that stand out to me. That game 6 in Atlanta, that first blowout, like that game when I was watching it, it was like I couldn't really believe what I was seeing. Like, this is like a 40-point lead in the playoffs. Like, that's a December blowout you see. And I really enjoyed games 2 and 3 and against the Sixers. Game 2, Philly, they really wanted to steal that game. The Knicks said no. And then game 3, they just embarrassed them on their home court. That Mitch poster on Embiid, that was huge. That was the series. That was huge. Series ended right there.
It was cool. I don't want to say I was impressed. I really was impressed in the ECF, man. That I wasn't with you, but the people I were with, I was at a bar in game 1, and it was 8 minutes and change left. It had just came off the commercial break, and I said to Chris, shout
out to Chris.
Yeah, shout out Chris. Chris Wavy, Eyes on Podium. I had said to him, I said, Chris, we're gonna see what the Knicks is about right now. I swear to God, son, if I could record it and play it, you know what I'm saying, in real time, I said that, and I got my answer. I saw what the Knicks was about, and they about a championship, because this is what, son, that run set it all for me too.
Yeah, because you couldn't lose that game 1 of the Eastern Conference.
That set the tone. And then Cleveland's responses, man, like their post-game responses, like Donovan Mitchell after that game said, and it's so funny, these are the players we wanted and we were hungry for, because we didn't have anybody. So, to hear, he said, it's just one game. We're going to get it back. like he had played it off, and I'm like, bro, you blew a 22-point lead with 8 minutes and change left.
Now, he knew what it was.
Yeah, but say that. Because
he can't really say that in the media.
That shit sounded outlandish. And then the coach, Atkinson, another coach I was for. Yo, we won the game analytically? Are you fucking drunk? If you look at him, he looks very stressed. He looked like he was worried about his job. That's the responses he was giving.
Niggas got swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's not something you want to go back to your boss.
But what I would expect to hear is, it's absolutely unacceptable with the basketball we just played. We got to get it back. We're going to be stronger. We're going to be more physical. These things weren't said. Mm-hmm. This is your head coach. This is your star player. They sounded done already.
But I think their season also ended when they
traded. And then the media were Harden. I'm sorry. The media were Harden.
I think their season also ended when they traded for Harden. We've watched James Harden almost his whole career. He is not a playoff guy. He is a regular season, get his stats, go to the strip clubs, and just rack up points and fouls. He's like in
his 14th year. So when the media keeps expecting this Houston Rockets
James Harden
type performance, I'm confused. Cause I'm like, yo, shouldn't the eyeball be on Donovan Mitchell?
Hikey, that's why I was mad at Mike Brown. I'm like, remember I texted you this. I'm like, what is this game plan for doubling Harden? I'm like, this is not 2030.
I didn't understand when he cut that shit quick though. They got like 2 threes off. They
got easy buckets because of that shit.
Yeah. He cut that shit quick.
That was the only time I'm like, yo, Mike Brown, what are you doing?
That's what got us in that drought.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand. I didn't get that. You would have thought Harden had 30 or some shit. Like, yeah, I didn't get that shit at all, bro. It don't again.
Or even double Donovan Mitchell.
I love saying it. You don't take a professional to know basketball sometimes, son, because I ain't know what the fuck.
And
that
then it's easy. You only got 5 players on the court. If somebody's being double teamed, somebody's open. Like you got, but shout out to Mike Brown with that adjustment. I want to also shout out another adjustment for Mike Brown. Like you said, I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whoever told Jalen Brunson you have to share the basketball has paid immense dividends to not only himself but the team, because it shows, man. When we're not. What's up?
I'm sorry. It's to piggyback off what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I don't want to forget my thought, but game two of the Cleveland. Yo, I'm telling you, the ECF said everything for me. Game 2, right? He came off that amazing performance from the game 1. Guess what Cleveland did? Their adjustment was to double him. And he finished with I think he tied his playoff career high with assists. Mm-hmm. It finished with a double-double. It shows that's what a star player does. That's what Julius Randle failed to do. Julius Randle failed to adjust. He was used to playing one way, and once the defense adjusted, coaches made those adjustments on him, we was fucked. We was fucked. Jalen Brunson that's what a star player is. When they take away one arm, you still have another arm to do something else, son. And he was capable of doing that. He facilitated the ball and was our point guard. Mm-hmm. My fault, bro.
No, it's true, because I was frustrated, like you said, with that game. What was that? Game 3, that play, because it looked like a Tibbs era play. Just give Brunson the ball and just hope for a miracle.
Yeah,
and it was like, you have so many talented players on this team that you don't need to resort to ISO Brunson all the time, because in the playoffs, as we've seen, when it's just the Brunson show, it's so much easier to defend.
He didn't even need to get 40 at any point. Against any team we play, he didn't need 40.
The best thing about Brunson doesn't show up in the stat sheet. It's his gravity, because he has the LeBron effect, he has like the Kobe effect, even the SGA effect. When they have the ball in their hand, almost everybody is looking at them. So you use that against them. But with Brunson, and it goes to show with the offense that it's better. When's the last time you seen an opposing defense pick him up 94 feet going the full length of the court? We saw that all last year, and all that does is just drain his stamina.
And best believe, I can't wait for Castle. Young motherfucker, he is going to be so good. But it's not your time, my nigga.
That's not your time.
He's going to come out. What you was going to say?
No. I was like, before we hop into the finals, I do want to, it's like steps, and I have to, appreciate the moment. Like, us being in the finals, this is some real... Even when we started the podcast, they were still, they didn't even have OG yet. When we started Red Hot Knicks Talk, we just got Brunson. So to see the climb of this team, and, now, like you said, June basketball in our city... finals, everybody's going crazy. Fucking subways are painted. It's a good time.
And that's another thing. And I have to address this. We have to put Knicks fan in tiers. There has to be tiers to Knicks fan. OG's at the top. Mm-hmm. OG Knicks fans at the top. Whoever was born before me was a real Knicks fan. More power to you. And then I'm tier 2. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Logo tattooed. I'm gonna get a dog soon, and I'm gonna name my dog after a Knick. Which Knick? I don't know yet.
You gonna be on them MSG commercials?
Yeah, the Knicks is in my blood, son. Like I'm a diehard Knicks fan, and it's cool to see everybody in the whole groove supporting the Knicks and
the whole city now,
but
bro.
Spare me. I can't. Yo, I work at, the park I work at. And I see all of these, everybody, the elderly with the dad hats, with the Knicks dad hats, and it's just the average guy walking around with the Knicks jersey. And I'm just like, all right, buddy.
Is it a current play or throwback?
Yeah, it was current.
Okay.
It was current, man.
So it's like, it's no real...
Yeah, I don't all these gentrified Knicks fans. That's what I like to call them. Gentrified Knicks fans. And you know who you are, all you gentrified Knicks fans.
My son not pulling up in the Aaron to follow jersey.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Show me you been here.
But high key, because it's like we're both born and bred New Yorkers. In that dark period,
I was watching Michael Doliak.
No, it's not even that. It was such a taboo to be a Knicks fan. And you know how crazy that was to be growing up in New York and
niggas
be
used
like,
to make fun of you.
But like, I like the Knicks. They're like, why you like the Knicks?
They suck. Right. Thank you. That was the fucking norm, son. Michael Sweeney, Michael Doliak, Howard Isley, Clarence Witherspoon.
Oh shit.
Channing Frye, Larry Brown and his toxic ass.
Zach Randolph.
Yo, Larry Brown's a real douchebag, man.
Oh yeah, you saw that shit with Channing Frye?
Fucking with Marbury for what?
Yeah. Even as a young kid, I knew some wild shit because that team was like horrible. Like that kind of set the tone of like that dark age Knicks. But like I said, it's the past, man. But yeah, I used to grow up.
Yeah, I'm traumatized by the past.
Bro,
Knicks PTSD.
In my middle school, I was the only Knicks fan. In Brooklyn, New York, I was the only Knicks fan.
I told you a story when I got suspended from school in middle school, and I couldn't watch the Knicks game, right? So my mom, she took the fucking cord out my TV, so I couldn't watch shit. So the next day I was suspended. So I stayed home. My parents went to work. I found an AV cable, hooked that shit up. And you remember, I don't know if you remember Knicks in 60.
Yeah, I remember Knicks in 60.
They showed a rerun. So I was able to watch the rerun. I'm watching Jamal Crawford wilding and shit. So I was like, yo, I've been a Knicks fan, nigga. Been there. What's that camp the Knicks used to have?
The fantasy?
No, they used to have a camp with kids. They used to wear the blue shirts, the red shirts.
Y.
Yeah, I used to be in the YMCA. I used to be in that shit. Everything Knicks, bro. Like,
I think the same thing. My mom, that's the reason I'm a Knicks fan. My mom, like, she literally took me to the Garden, and growing up, I'm like, what is this crazy ass place that gets dark? Like shit hanging from the fucking ceiling. You know what I mean? And back then, the fucking rafters.
Yeah,
stupid ass.
I play basketball. I watch basketball. I do what.
Even like the fucking the seats. I'm like, it's color like crazy ass purple seats, teal seats, but it was something about the Garden. I was like, yo, I love the Knicks, and I'm glad. Like
my first game was to see Antonio McDyess, bro. That was my first game. It was Knicks versus the Denver Nuggets, and this is right before the Denver Nuggets drafted Carmelo. So it was right that it was that year he got drafted, but it was that like the season before the draft.
Yeah, right before the tank.
Before the draft, right? Correct. So that was my first game. My sister Nisha took me. Shout out to Nisha, I love you. She took me to see that shit, and we used to watch the game. She used to love Michael Doliak. That fucking pick and pop with Marbury. Like, we sucked, man. Like, the Knicks wasn't shit. They was nothing to play in a video game with. What was cool, though, I grew up video game head. There used to be a game called NBA Ballers.
Oh, it was Stephon on the cover.
Stephon Marbury on the cover with a big-ass chain of a little suit.
The fucking Escalade.
And used to be able to play in the mansions. Yeah, used to be able to play where the players lived. Like, and I used to play with Marbury because I was a fucking Knicks fan, son. So... Yo,
and I think that was like the only Knicks player like on the game at that time. Like that was like the only one. Yeah. He wasn't even in the jersey.
Yeah, there was ain't no Knicks players on no video game covers.
That was the only one.
Shit, bro. Like, yo, again, flabbergasted. That's the word, bro. Because to see how far this team is coming, like 5 years, bro.
I do want to give a shout out to Leon Rose and the front office because I feel like without them, World Wide West, this all wouldn't be possible.
Who fucking knows the narrative if that Atlanta series don't go the way we supposed to go? Some fluky shit happened. Who knows the narrative? And we hear this Knicks shit.
Yeah, because Tibbs went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then your new coach goes out in round one. Like, nobody wanted to hear that. So.
Yeah, and again, from that time, I think they know that, and I think that's what was at stake.
Sparked them.
They knew this whole shit was gonna get turned around, son. Everything, even Leon Rose probably was at risk. Everybody, nigga, who know?
Yeah, he wouldn't have got fired, but he's been on the seat.
This was a huge investment from Dolan, son. A 5-year plan, a huge investment.
So with all Knicks fans in the city, we got to get down into these finals. I can't believe we're actually saying this shit right now, but we are about to dive into the NBA finals between the New York Knickerbockers versus the San Antonio Spurs. I think it's an intriguing matchup because I think this is a tale of two different teams, and it's kind of symbolized by the two engines of the team. Obviously, Wembanyama, the alien giant, and then we have like 6'2" Brunson. So
David and Goliath type of the NBA about to market the shit out this finals. They about to market the shit out this finals.
New York. This is the rematch in 1999.
Yeah, bro.
This is what sports is about. Also with the way that both teams were built. San Antonio was built through the draft. They built on young talent. Knicks, more trades and free agency. The only homegrown is Deuce, Mitch, and Kolick. And, just the young guns. They don't really have nobody really.
DOR right now. Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting battle.
We used our young draft assets too that we acquired to pick up the talent to get us here. So, it's a give and take.
That's what I said. It's like, is it the tanking team with the young talent, a 2K team versus a team that was built? So I feel like this is going to be intriguing. This is going to be. I feel like game one has to be this is the tone setter. I feel like the Knicks is in their best interest. Even though you have to split, get game one. You don't want to be in an 0-1 hole, and you're on an 11-game winning streak. That's the thing too, Nick. People have been on hush modes because the Knicks been winning.
To be honest, I think we take game one, son.
I think so too.
Why? I think, again, you gave Brunson a week off to rest his ankles. Yo, good luck, my nigga. You gave him time off, bro. Mikal about to harass you. OG, we have tall, strong wings, and that's what they don't got. Y'all got an old Harrison Barnes who don't even start. I'm not worried about him. So, Mike Brown got the weaknesses of De'Aaron Fox. He know HB, Harrison Barnes. He know what he got to do with that. If that comes to that. But I know the Knicks is going to have a game plan. This is a team we've seen before. This is a team we've beaten before, which the media doesn't like to talk about. Because guarantee you, if it was the Spurs, we would never stop hearing, the Spurs beat the Knicks back in the NBA Cup. They don't even really mention that. I watch ESPN all day. I watch podcasts. That's all I do. So you barely hear that. They mention it, but you barely hear about it. Like the Knicks have beaten the Spurs more than the Spurs have beaten this regime of the Knicks. And
I think that's another thing. While Knicks fan-driven media has grown over the years, is because other people don't watch Knicks games. They don't like us. They don't watch our games, so they can't give a fair critique of the team they don't watch. And you know what? That's cool. That's why us fans have to do this shit. But like you, I feel like the Spurs really don't have that much size because they also have to deal with two wings because Wemby's only one player, and that's the thing with the Spurs. What assignment are you going to give Wemby? Are you going to give him the cat job? That means the paint is open then. Are you going to give him the Josh Hart float like Roma role? Josh Hart can just Josh Hart likes the mid range.
I was gonna get to him. Floaters. He's gonna be crucial as well, along with Mitch and Cat. I think them three are gonna be the crucial. It's tiers to it. They're tier one. They are tier one. But number one, Cat cannot get into any foul trouble.
That's very true.
In any game, he cannot. We have an injured Mitchell Robinson. He cannot afford to get into any foul trouble because now we're going to end up playing catch up. We cannot afford to play small. We can't do it against this team because if we play small, they can keep up for sure.
True.
Young legs. So if Cat can stay on the floor, as you said, stretch the floor, get Wemby out that fucking paint, give Cat that ball, Brunson back screen for OG. OG go finish on them niggas. That's what we're going to have to do. And that's option A. Option B, Josh Hart assignment. If they put Wemby on Josh Hart and Josh Hart is on the wing, is Wemby going to respect Josh Hart? Wemby does have the wingspan to close out quick too. So
that is true. He's a different breed.
I was watching. Shout out Knicks Fan TV. Shout out CP the franchise man. He made a point. He said Josh Hart's IQ it's gonna be vital because he's gonna have to make those critical decisions on when to shoot and not be hesitant or when to drive and make a decision. Because if Wemby's guarding, he's gonna be able to close out very quick. So it's gonna be vital.
Yeah, there's less time, less usual time than you have.
So I think those two things are the most important things. I think Brunson's gonna get the points. He's gonna outsmart Stephon Castle or whoever guards him. I think he's unguardable. He's nobody on that team. They don't have a defensive stopper. OG, they don't have anybody to guard him. I know OG likes to go in that low post, pump fake, and then power up. I'm thinking about who can stop that. Nobody. Not Julian Champagny. Shout out to you, my boy. Shout out Bishop Lachlan. But you not stopping OG either. Devin Vassell, 6'4", 6'5" guard.
Like you said, Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's stopping them? So we can keep going. Who's stopping Mikal mid-range when that nigga's in his bag? So, again, I don't think I'm too worried about those guys. But the points I mentioned in regards to Josh Hart, in regards to Cat staying out of foul trouble, I think I'm not nervous, bro. No.
And I do think the bench, like you kind of pointed out earlier, the bench if the Knicks have any chance of taking home the trophy, the bench has to play very good. And I mean, McBride, Clarkson, Shamet. Kolek has given you, I don't expect Kolek, but he's also another option. Also, DOR
Clarkson.
You know
his offensive rebounds with them second chance points is crucial. I love it.
And one thing always liked about Clarkson's game, especially now watching him as a Knick, he can put the ball in the hoop. He's one of those players. It may not be as like flashy as Devin Booker, but I trust him to like score.
Yeah, put the ball on the floor and just pound it. He don't give up his dribble. That's one thing I like about him. I don't think that's talked about enough. I mentioned this before. He don't give up his dribble. He'll dribble, to drive baseline. Before you know, he got a little scoop layup. You know, so
and I think that was another thing that this playoff run has highlighted. The Knicks have a lot of dribble creators other than Brunson. Remember last year it was mostly Brunson. This year they have options. They have Brunson that could create, Cat can create, Mikal.
But I think it's the mix of, you know, Cat now facilitating and being a primary person with the ball in his hand to facilitate that, get Brunson off ball. Brunson is not Curry, but he's moving off ball like Curry said in those off ball screens.
And the gravity, you have to respect him.
Getting his ball out of his hand. So now he catches it. Now the defender's on his heel. And now Brunson can go to work. And I think it's been working out for the best because it takes a lot of energy to bring the ball up. You getting hounded. That's 94 feet when that was the case. That takes a lot of energy. Then Brunson got to face you up. Now he got to wait for a screen. But while waiting for that screen, that nigga's reaching. Now he has to avoid, protect the ball. That's energy. Now he has to, depending on read and react. Read the pick and roll. See where that help defenders come in. See what he got to do if he's going to take a mid-range, if he's attacking. All that shit take energy. All them step backs, all them layups, falling on the ground, all that shit adds up. That shit takes energy. So getting the ball out his hand and allowing Cat to just facilitate obviously makes it a lot easier for him, and you see it. The offense looks a lot more fluid. Mikal looks like he understands where he wants to be on the floor. He looks he has been way more efficient. Everybody for the matter. I think McBride plays very well with playing next to a point guard, a facilitator.
Yeah, he can't be the one. I think Mike Brown tried that for a few games and it just wasn't
McBride
working.
gets the ball. Sometimes he annoys me with his shot selection, even when he does make it. But I like his aggressiveness. I like that he always plays the same way. Like he's always just aggressive, and even if he's missing, he's still shooting. I love that. That's a basketball player. That's somebody that's in the gym and that understands the game of basketball. Shamet, if he could give us that spark again, we just need 2 to 3 games of that shit, son. He can have an off game. It's gonna happen. I'm not expecting perfection, but if he could give us that 2 to 3 games where 6 points, 9 points, where he just gets those tough shots, I'll take it.
What you call it? Speaking about expectation, I want to ask you. So, what was your prediction for the finals?
They gonna get a game. Spurs gonna get a game. You gonna get to the finals and be a bad team. They gonna get a game. At minimum 1. Knicks in 6.
Okay.
And I think about it though. I don't want them to win it in San Antonio.
That's what was going to lead to mine.
So it's either this shit going 7 games and they're gonna win this shit at the Garden in historic fashion.
Oh, they got win in San Antonio.
Or it's going to be a tough... I think it's very similar to what Shump said, though. As crazy to admit, I'm not worried about the Knicks losing. I think the Knicks will prevail in this series. Again, the whole young and not having experience is all bullshit when you got Victor Wembanyama.
That's true.
But
Here's a difference.
But at the same time, Brunson gonna know certain things to do to bait Stephon Castle into a foul. To bait. Best believe Stephon Castle and Vassell will be in the ref's face, complaining, and then that's all that tells me. Brunson is doing his job. So I'm from that aspect, I'm not worried about them winning because we have the best player. You know, I think Brunson is the best player. As crazy as that sounds, I think he's the best player because he can prevail us to win a series against Victor Wembanyama and the crew. So, yeah, man, I think it's very similar to what Shump said. I think if it goes to a game 6, it's going to be a tough one to grit out. If we in San Antonio, I think that it gives them 5 games against us. They know it's at stake. Let's just, I don't know, but I would love to see them finish it off in 6, even though I would rather be in the Garden for them to win it. But I think Knicks in 6.
I got mine's like your point. I feel like this doesn't end. It ends at the Garden. It's either going to end in 4 or it's going to end in 6, and that's my prediction. And then if push be to shove, 7 in San Antonio. But I feel like
and in 4 meaning you think the Knicks going to sweep them?
If they win game 1, they have a good chance because like this finals also reminds me of 2 other finals. They didn't end in sweeps, but I could kind of see it. They remind me of the Magic and the Rockets finals and the Thunder and the Heat finals of like that young team finally making it to the finals, but they don't really know, like, you're there, but you can't really grasp that moment.
I like that. I like that. Magic Rockets from the 90s. When Shaq got there with Penny and they just didn't. That's what I was saying. That Olajuwon, he got Tom in here. He know what I'm gonna do. It's an advantage, and that's what the experience does matter. It does. So again, that's what I said. Castle, Vassell, all them niggas young, son. Mikhail been there. They gonna do shit to get a foul. Or they gonna get frustrated with OG's physicality and him probably scoring. They're gonna foul. Stephon Castle plays very aggressive. Oh, that's another thing too. I want to mention. Spurs turn the ball over at a high rate.
Before you get to that, we do have a guest, so I want to get their.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to get their reaction to see their finals. Like I want them to tell us their finals preview and how many games to get it done and all and the Knicks and most important player to them. So shout out to our guy.
Yo, what up? That's a tough way to come in, man. Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
You're taking this home. At first I was going to say we're going to sweep, but I don't see them sweeping. San Antonio's a tough team. They're young. They like to run up and down the court. Wemby is a big difference maker, but I see us taking it home in 6 games, for sure.
That's true, man. I respect. Like I said, I feel like it ends.
Yeah.
The 2K in me wants this shit done in 4, so I don't gotta worry.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't see a sweep.
They're very good. I'm not trying to downplay them.
They just beat the Thunder. Granted, Thunder didn't have J. Will, AJ Mitchell, but they just beat the Thunder. So they're gonna. I have to respect something out of them. They're well coached. Best believe Popovich is gonna be involved in this shit. So. San Antonio is a classic organization, man. So I see them at minimum getting a game or two, maybe. At minimum a game.
But if it comes to game 6, they gotta end. It has to end at game 6.
Yeah.
If the Knicks are up.
Yeah, man. I see Cat shooting threes at a high rate. He's gonna get Wemby out of there. Wemby's gonna fall for that pump fake. You have to respect Cat so much. He's such a great shooter from the 3. A lot of big men. I don't know if you remember Mobley and Bede. Everybody was going for that fake. That fake at the top of the key, and then he just drives. And then, he either gets a foul if the ref is feeling nice to blow their whistle, or, he finishes. So I think we have too many weapons.
I was gonna ask you, man, what do you think is besides Brunson, who do you think can swing the series in the Knicks' favor? And then can I give you 2? Can I give you a starter player and a bench player? Like who do you would count on?
Starter, I would say OG or Mikhail.
Okay.
But it's hard to even say just those 2. You got Hart. He's our Swiss Army knife. Like he's a great playmaker, amazing defender,
excellent rebounder.
Amazing rebounder. right? Like I could see him getting a triple-double or two in this series.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be hard getting those rebounds over Wemby, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go with OG.
Okay.
That's a starter. The bench, Deuce. I'm gonna say Deuce.
I think so too. I think Deuce needs to have like a big series. I feel like this has to be his coming out party.
I'm gonna go. You said a starter and a bench player.
Mm-hmm.
Starter. It's one of the others. Cat, like I said, Cat or Hart. It's one of them. They're one of them have to have a great series. Cat has had a good series. He hasn't had a great series. The last great series he had was last year against Detroit.
That's true.
So we need.
But it's been good. Like it's been good since
he's
been winning.
He's been doing what he's supposed to do. That's what it is. But we need that.
That superstar.
We need that. We need
all-star.
that. We need that game with like 5 to 6 threes. This nigga just zoned in. We need a game like that. Him or Hart. So bench, Mitchell Robinson.
Okay.
Straight up. Mitchell Robinson, nigga. He is our anchor. He's our insurance policy. He's everything, bro. He does so he could force a 3-point shot if they got a layup. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So if I need hopefully his hand, they wrap it up enough to where it's playable for him. It's comfortable, But he's my X factor for the bench.
Okay. I feel like I said McBride for the bench. For me, like this season, I've been like, yo, I understand. I can see the importance of his play. I'm gonna have to go Mikal. I always believe if Mikal is scoring buckets, this Knicks team is so hard to beat, man. And this run shows it. Like he's putting up 18, 20 a night, and teams don't have that firepower to compete when Mikal is giving this Knicks team that production. So he's my most important. Like if he comes off, and he can also drop a 30 or 40 if he's like hot. You know what I mean? Like this Knicks team has plenty of options. Game 1 is going to be the real test because you don't want to go down 0-1. So hopefully they come out tomorrow just ready to play and we get this W and then we go take the series from there.
Sir, man.
And then come back to episode. We have a that'll be something. I don't want to say it, but that'll be something. We might have to protect the cameras, Mr. E. And pop bottles. But yeah, this is the Red Hot Knicks Talk. The city is on fire. Knickerbockers are in the finals. I want to thank my co-host, Steven, as always. Our special guest. Thank you for coming in and giving us wise wisdom from the great beyond. It's your boy Teddy. Of course, shout out to Mr. E, our great studio producer, manager. We having a watch party here tomorrow. There's watch parties all over the city, and we'll be back to deliver what comes from this finals, man. These NBA finals. Gotta get some merch.
Knicks win game 1.
Before we leave, did you get any merch yet or not?
I'm actually looking for the ECF hat.
The one that they wore in the locker room, the black joint?
I need that.
Nobody got it?
I saw it online.
Okay.
But it was sold out. So that ECF hat I need, that shit is fire. Clean black hat. That shit is tough. Any Knicks merch in general though. Like any Knicks. This is you have to, that one with Brunson and Wemby, that finals one. I need that shirt. Like when it's time, when I see some stuff, I am going to buy some things because this don't come. We're not the Lakers. We're not the Celtics. We're not. The Warriors. We're not none of these franchises where we lost this year, we lost next year. Oh, we'll be back. Nah,
we gotta take it.
This is not once in a lifetime, but once in a lifetime, player. Yeah. So
27 years, bro. It was like 5 or 6 last time they was there.
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely gonna get my hands on some merch. The hat is a must. That shirt.
Shout out to Knicks Nation. I hope everybody has a safe finals, and we will be back here for the conclusion and deliver the news.
Sir.
Hopefully, great one. Catch you guys later, man.